Rain slid down the glass roof of the old train station like 1,000 quiet tears, blurring the city lights into soft gold streaks as Elena stood near platform 3, counting the last crumpled bills in her purse with trembling fingers. $10. That was all she had left until payday, money meant for a simple dinner and bus fare home, but her mind was heavier than her empty wallet. She had spent the entire week caring for her sick mother, juggling her office job and hospital visits, and every ounce of her energy felt wrung dry. As the evening train announcements echoed through the cold air, she noticed a man sitting near the edge of the platform, soaked by the rain, his shoulders hunched and his eyes staring at the ground like he had nowhere left to go. His clothes were worn, his boots cracked, and the way he held his hands together told a story of someone who had asked for help too many times and been turned away too often. Elena tried to look away, but something about his stillness, about the quiet dignity in his exhaustion, wouldn't let her. Her heart tightened, and before she could talk herself out of it, she stepped closer. "Are you okay?" she asked softly. The man looked up, surprised, and for a moment his eyes reflected a lifetime of struggle. "Just trying to get somewhere warm," he said with a weak smile. Elena hesitated, glancing at the money in her hand. $10 wouldn't change the world, but it might change his night. With a deep breath, she held it out. "It's not much," she said, "but maybe it can help you eat or get somewhere safe." His hand shook as he accepted it, and something like disbelief crossed his face. "You don't know how much this means," he murmured. Elena smiled, feeling oddly lighter as she walked away, unaware that the simple kindness she had just given was about to come back to her in a way she never could have imagined. What Elena didn't know was that the man she had helped was not just another lost soul, he was actually Daniel Harrington, a self-made millionaire who had chosen that very night to test whether kindness still existed in the world after being betrayed by people who only loved his money. Daniel had spent months traveling anonymously, dressed in old clothes, sitting in places like this, watching how people treated him when they thought he was nobody. Most ignored him. Some mocked him. A few offered empty words. But Elena had given him her last $10 without hesitation, and that act of pure generosity struck him deeper than any business deal ever could. As the train pulled in and Elena boarded, Daniel stayed behind, his mind racing with emotion. For the first time in years, he felt something real. He followed her from a distance, careful not to reveal himself, wanting to know who this woman was who had given so freely when she had so little. Over the next few days, Daniel quietly learned about Elena's life, how she worked long hours at a modest office job, how she sent most of her paycheck to help her mother, how she rarely treated herself to anything nice. Every discovery made her kindness shine brighter in his eyes. He knew he couldn't just walk up to her and hand her a check, that wouldn't honor the spirit of what she had done. Instead, he wanted to change her life in a way that felt just as sincere. One rainy evening, Elena was called into her boss's office and told that the company had decided to cut her position due to budget problems. She walked out with a cardboard box of her belongings, trying not to cry as she wondered how she would survive without a paycheck. That same night, she found an envelope slipped under her apartment door. Inside was a note and a train ticket to a luxury hotel downtown for a job interview. Confused but curious, she went. There, waiting in a tailored suit, was Daniel, the same man from the train station, now looking powerful and confident. Elena barely recognized him until he smiled. "You gave me $10 when you didn't have to," he said gently. "I wanted to give you something in return, a chance." He explained everything, his experiment, his wealth, and how her kindness had restored his faith in people. Elena was overwhelmed, tears streaming down her face as she realized how one small act had changed everything. Daniel offered her a position in his foundation, helping people in need just like she had helped him. It was a chance not just to earn money, but to spread kindness on a much larger scale. As Elena accepted, she felt the weight of her struggles begin to lift, replaced by hope and gratitude. And dear viewer, this is where I ask you, if this story touched your heart, if it reminded you that even the smallest kindness can change lives, make sure you subscribe to this channel right now. By subscribing, you help us continue sharing powerful, inspiring stories like this that prove humanity is still alive in this world. Don't miss the next story that could move you, motivate you, or even change the way you see people around you. Click that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and stay with us on this journey of unforgettable stories, because you never know, your kindness today could be someone else's miracle tomorrow.